Hey lovely people, welcome to the stream. I'm Quiet Hydra and I'm so glad to see you here. Tonight it is a new month. Well, technically new month was last week, but it's a new month for our stream here today, and a new month means new game. We're moving the Children of Morta, which is a roguelike action RPG. It's more, in my opinion, it's very much like a Diablo-like game. So a lot of dungeon crawling, a lot of hack and slash. Let's get into the game. Children of Morta hard mode, which I'm not afraid, but typically I don't play these kind of games on hard mode. The game is narrated, so my lovely voice acting isn't needed.
Margaret awoke, startled, a cold sweat clinging to her. She gathered her thoughts.
If she lives in California, you are going to be in a cold sweat all the time.
Aged wood creaked, echoing through the quiet rooms. Near the
pixel art
house
in this game is
stood a
just
shrine
absolutely
to
lovely.
Rhea Dana, goddess and daughter of the land, of Rhea and a being of comfort. Margaret sought answers. But the goddess did not speak. There was only the faint whisper of something dark, something hungry. The old seer's bones felt the weight of their age as she climbed.
Wow.
The only thought on her mind, has it begun again?
Oh, I like that tower in the background there. The eyeball tower. Oh yeah, how? What do I have in store for me?
Be a simple one. He was to investigate Rhea's greatest shrine. His mother presented him with a fresh divinity shard.
Oh, that sounds great.
From
Because
his brother,
I mean, tough games
from a newly sharpened
are
sword.
definitely not my thing.
His
Oh,
wife
okay.
gave
Oh, it's
him a kiss.
so far it's
and
gorgeous.
his daughter's hugs were full of
And
reason
I
to
came.
return home.
We just finished
safe.
up playing Moonlighter, which is just a beautiful game in its own too. Is the toughness anything like Binding of Isaac? Because I've seen it compared to that. Oh, I think indie games are my absolute favorite. It's my go-to type of games. Well, I mean, the cool thing about tough games is you get a lot more gameplay out of it. Oh, Binding of Isaac is one of my nighttime games. It's my
Rhea,
wind down for the
a
night.
land long forgotten.
Guilty pleasure.
A place of unimaginable beauty.
Oh, this game is super pretty.
It first appeared as sludge given life, slithering
Oh yeah, I
creatures,
used to play Super
small
Meat Boy
and
off and
vile.
on some time ago. It's been a while. I don't think I actually heard about Super Meat Boy Forever, though. Alright, let's see what we have here. Attack, block, cool. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Super Meat Boy, it's... I don't think I've ever... I don't even think I've 100% it, let alone the 106. Okay, we have a dash. Oh, it's a circumstantial dash. Can't use it a lot. Follow me. Yeah, like a crafting artist. I mostly make like ragdolls based on Dungeons and Dragons characters. I think so. I don't get to do it often because it's a lot of work, but it's pretty enjoyable work.
A wall impeding further
The plan
progress.
is to do some crafting on the stream sometimes. Yeah, I know it's synonymous with both kind of art styles, music and visual. I think it when people hear folk artists, they definitely think music, which is one of my favorite genres too. Open wall.
Banished by light itself, the corruption abated.
Do you do
leaving
traditional folk
Shard
art or
cold
folk
in
music
hand,
or
dark,
modern?
in need of life.
Oh, okay. What kind of music do
The
you?
shard
What kind of
grew
music do you play?
warm, humming softly from the harnessed energy.
Damage enemies. Burn in fire. I'm a fire mage.
Before him was now one more dangerous than those that came before.
Oh, that's cool. Leave me alone. Okay, skill tree time. No, I don't think... I'm honestly really bad with names and, like, different band names and stuff. I mostly just listen to stuff on random. Like, I'll put it on genre playlist. So I might have heard it, but I might not know. Okay, skill tree. Yes, we'll take Heaven Strike. Oh, thank you for the follow. In folk genre or just in general? Here, let me. On my stream, we put follower names on magic cards. In general, I'm a longtime Nine Inch Nails connoisseur. And I listen to industrial folk music and synthwave. Alright, there we go. On a lovely Plains from 10th edition. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh yeah, no problem. No, I play I play Magic. Sometimes I play Magic on stream, do Magic Arena. And yeah, Nine Inch Nails is one of my all-time favorites. It's probably the one of the first bands I listened to when I started
farther out than usual.
Getting into music genres, mostly because my sister got me into it. She was a 90s alt witch. I grew up in a very interesting artsy family. Godflash, I might have heard them because it sounds familiar.
Inherently violent and ill-bade, the goblins were an unfocused but constant threat. Magnificent, but dangerous. A land of love found and of love
I'm gonna
lost.
write them down, and I'll have to take a listen on my downtime here. Godflash. Are they similar to anybody else, or are they pretty, like, traditional industrial?
Before him was sacred ground, left untouched in days gone by.
Oh, sacred ground, it's time to be touched.
Remaining calm and collected, the shock of his heart-skipping beats was concealed in expert fashion. Before him stood Linda, his eldest daughter, with bow and quiver at the ready,
It's not a
determined to do
like
her part.
it's not a disadvantage sounding like a lot of the others. Sometimes you just want traditional industrial rock. Okay, right bumper. No, I'm gonna stay in the little cove here. Oh, alright, game. I get you. You want me to use it. So do you play Magic the Gathering too, or is that...
Before the Guardians were not beasts feeding, but monsters consuming, destroying others. They corrupted and distorted, creating even more hungry husks.
It's a dark ritual. No, I hear you on that. I started in the 90s, and I kind of fell out around 10th edition, and I actually just recently picked it back up after so many years. I think I got back in with the core set 2020. Yeah, I play a lot of Magic. I mean, Magic Arena is most of what I have available to me right now. Mostly, my wife and I play a lot.
Father and daughter,
but Arena gets that. I can't go to the comic store.
How would they explain
and play any more experience, at least. It's a little reliant on the meta, I think. But it's cool.
The ancient tree had been cut down. Together, father and daughter described the horror, the creatures dripping with decay that slithered into bodies stuck between life and death to
I gotta
bolster
say, I
their
appreciate
ranks.
a game that
Grandma
narrates
Margaret
itself.
confirmed what they all feared. It was the corruption. A cruel entity spoken of only with hushed voices. An ocean of
It saves
darkness
me a
that
lot of reading.
flowed from the top of Mount Morta. And the Bergsons' duty was to stand against this devouring
It
deluge
definitely
of
is.
death.
I'm loving every bit of it.
Kevin was also eager to do his part in the family's fight, especially when his older brother Mark was off somewhere. He was
definitely.
as much a guardian of their mountain home
What
as
I'm
any
impressed
of them.
with is the glow they get on stuff.
She stood.
It's almost
If they were to reach
a
the summit
neon
and destroy this evil,
on everything. It's
as
really
the
cool.
Bergsons of old had done in the past, they would need the assistance of the sanctuary.
Oh, do we have a secret passage? Magic secret passage. Every house needs one. Yeah, oh, definitely. That's a really good word for it. Oh, yeah, it's I mean, not to knock AAA games or big studio games, but I feel like a lot of small published games or indie games
Margaret
have a
pointed
lot
to the
of
huge
effort put
crystal
in.
at the center of the den, revealing their next task.
You really get a
to
feel for
activate
that.
it and open the way to the source of the corruption. And once Rhea's 3 spirits are gathered on the grounds, the only gate to the top of Mount Morta will open in this chamber. By himself, or with the
More
assistance
portals.
of those who loved him, John needed to gather the 3 spirits from their
Yes,
lands.
I have played Dead
Without
Cells.
them, he would
Not a
not be
lot of
able
it,
to stem
but
the flow
from
of the
time to
corruption.
time, yeah. It's a really fun game. It's my not playing it often is not indicative of its funness.
Halls of Anaidia must be here, or she needs to be found.
Well, let's find her. Oh boy, do we get to choose different characters? Sure, let's do this guy. We've been with him for a while.
A celestial shard chipped directly from the
I haven't
ancient
played that
crystal
one.
in the sanctuary.
I've seen it and I've
would be
watched
the
people play it,
Bergsons'
but I
lifeline,
have not. It looks
a
really
tether to pull
like
them
it's an
back
enjoyable
home
experience to play that
before
game.
Death's fateful whisper.
I think I've seen some of the team from Loading Ready Run play that game. let's go spider hunting.
Filling the winding tunnels of the silk-covered caves, the acrid taste of poison lingered in the air. Spiders.
Oh, the lighting here is cool.
Linda told herself it was only target practice. As she readied her bow, they must find the spirit deep within the caves.
Okay, let's see. Spiders. Does this have a spider slider too? Are there any games coming up that you're looking forward to? Because I know for one, I'm looking forward to Baldur's Gate 3. I think it comes out at the end of the month. Yeah, right? Does it come out at the end of the month, or is that like a early access deal? Okay. Yeah, I'm totally hoping it. It's been most of the game I've played all the Divinity games, so if it's anything like that with the Baldur's Gate setting, I'm gonna be thrilled. The trailer and the gameplay videos have been really cool. And I think my computer can handle it, so it might be something I play. Who knows? Oh, lovely cavern. So full of spiders. Oh good, slug things. That just made it so much better. Okay, what do we got? Shield of Thorns. Melee attack takes attackers take damage when blocked by John's shield. Yes, I will. I'll take that. Oh, biomass visual. That sounds familiar. I've heard of Longest Night. Oh, I hear ya. Most of my games are under $25. Yeah, the repetition of that kind of thing is... it could wear. I feel like there needs to be a little more variance. Oh no!
The Bergson began to slip away, wondering if this was death.
This is what happens when you play hard mode and you don't pay attention. That is one series I've never played,
as the celestial shard brought them back.
and I'm almost embarrassed to say that because I know a lot of my
my
friends and cohorts dislike me for that. It's just I've never played Dark Souls,
As
I mean, that's not
heard
exactly
John
true. I
and
played the
Linda
demo
describe their foray,
once.
thoughts rushed through Margaret's head. The corruption had amplified the creature's wickedness, and no longer were they part of the harmony of the Rhea. With the new threats looming, Margaret asked Ben to prepare his workshop.
Yeah, you get on that,
He would
Ben.
have to take charge of enhancing the warrior family's weapons and armor.
See, I died because Ben's not on it. That's it. Yeah, I'm on the fence with
Uncle
that.
Ben reached out to the familiar warmth of the forge. If they were to
I'm
reach
excited
the
about
top
it
of Mount
because
Morta,
I
their
like
equipment
cyberpunk, the
need
genre.
to be of the highest
I
quality.
used to play the role-playing game way back, the tabletop role-playing game, but yeah, Penny Arcade said it well. They did Witcher. Witcher's really a good game, but can they pull off a first-person shooter? I think it'll be good. I'm not sure. Oh, that's cool. We could upgrade everything at one time. Yes. More armor, please. Get on it, Ben.
When light faded from the sky and most were fast asleep, Mary would write about her family, immortalizing them for future generations.
I don't think I've heard that. Like, I think that sounds familiar. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Persona series is pretty good. It's not one I play often, but when I get that JRPG itch, it's definitely a go-to. Darkest Dungeon is a really good game. I've played that one quite a bit. Prepare to lose a lot and don't get attached to your characters. No, it's a really good game. Some of the play loop can feel tedious, but at the beginning. But once you get comfortable with the idea that you're just gonna lose a lot and your characters are gonna die, you really find the enjoyment in it. The DLC's probably not necessary as just a suggestion, but it adds, but I wouldn't say it's like completely necessary to get a really good game. But yeah, brutal game. But you like Dark Souls, so so there you go. You'll get really comfortable with it. Oh, spiders, fly. Okay, where are we going? Am I going the right way? Yes. I'd say that's a yes. Oh boy. Oh, there's just spike traps plenty here. Ooh.
Pilgrims, once lost in cavern mazes, are now trapped. Their poor families forever looking forward to a return that will never happen.
That's dark. Oh no. Poor pilgrims. Do you have anything good on you?
Energy flowed around the room. Before the hero, an object of the divine.
Okay, let's see. Range companion that fights by your side. Oh, yes. We will take that. Oh, we love little robot people. Come, my companion. Fight the spiders for me. Oh man, you're doing some work, little guy. Okay, what can we upgrade? Nothing. Alright, cool. Did we clear the floor, though? No, we didn't. Do we want to go all the way back? Probably not. But there could be, like, cool stuff over there, I'm assuming, right? There's always cool stuff at the back of the dungeon. Why would they put all these little spike traps?
Everyone was encouraged to take part in a game of destiny. A prize awaited the fortuitous, but there was only pain for the unfortunate.
Okay, let's see. The middle one's singing to me. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Caution into the wind. Oh my gosh, I was right. That never happens. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Create an area that slows and damages enemies. Cool. See, it paid to go back. Oh, slug things. My little guy's gonna get you all. Get that one! Get that one! Thank you. Okay, I think we've seen enough of this dungeon level. Let us move forth. All right, almost there. Oh, we have a treasure chest, but we can't open it. Darn. Your secrets will stay with you, treasure chest, before we move forward. What will we find?
The halls of Anea Dia, so mesmerizing in their magnificence, were to be found at the end of a long road. And a hero never knows what is awaiting them at the end of a road. Moving is more important and reaching.
No truer words. Okay. That's cool. It kind of looks like a big monster back there. Is it? Is it some kind of rock beast? Will we ever find out? Oh boy. You stay back, spiders. I didn't sign up for this. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Oh my gosh. Leave me alone. Haha. Yep, I don't feel bad about that. Don't feel bad about that at all. I say that was fair. Oh, we got a switch. Grants you a temporary shield, which will protect you from a certain amount of damage. Maybe. I'm assuming that'll stay there. We could probably come back to it. Preventing damage seems really important to me. Ah, spider! You get him, little robot. Oh no. Oh good. Haha. You get him, guy. Oh, this just seems like the best amount of work. Oh, just premium work, little robot. MVP right there.
What strange thing could have dragged Grandmother this far?
Grandmother, what are you doing out here?
The will of Rhea will flow in those still obelisks to aid the Guardians. This was the only thing Margaret silently whispered. And the Bergson had to return home in order to understand what had occurred.
Okay, I'm not done here, Grandma. Oh, this isn't bad. We got this. Oh no, no we don't. Go, 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 go. 4 seconds. Oh wait, I should have the shield. Haha, we got this. The tables have turned. The tables have turned, Arachnid. No, they haven't. That was a lot of damage. I regret everything. I feel like... Oh, there we go. Spiders. Why spiders? Okay. Oh dear. No! No, I don't like it. No, I don't want to subscribe to your magazine. Shield stronger than claws. Oh boy. I don't think we're long for this world. Nope. 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 Not ready. Not ready for your spider business. Oh my gosh, that was my bad. That was completely my fault. But look at everything we've gathered. A cornucopia of goods.
Kevin's need to help all began when his elder brother Mark left the house.
Oh,
His
Kevin.
brother was strong, making any near him feel safe. But he left Kevin.
Oh no.
If you enjoy the content here, please take a moment to pat that like button and gently press a subscribe. Your support keeps me going and lets me do what I'm doing. If you want more of this, but to interact live, check me out on twitch.tv, where I stream games big and small. Link and details can be found below. Always remember, keep your heart open and your rolls 20. And I'll see you next time.